Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the subject computer of class 5th. Open your chapter number 5, Kturtle loops and learns. You must have played or listed a song repeatedly or played a series of songs a number of times in the sequence. This is called looping a song or set of songs. In programming also we use a loops when we want the computer to run a steps of command repeatedly till a certain condition is met. Kturtle also allow the use of loop. There are 3 looping commands that we can use in Kturtle: repeat, while and for. Let us learn about these looping commands as also about some more concept of Kturtle. First, comments. A program consists of instructions that are executed when the program is run. In between the statement or instruction, the program, you can insert the comments. First, what is a comment? Comments are sentences that explain the logic for using a certain commands or describe what a command does. They help in understanding a program. Comments are very useful where a program is very lengthy and complex. Comment statements are ignored when a program is being executed. A comment line starts with the hash symbol. For example, hash. This is a comment line. This is a So when we run this program, the compiler skips these line code and execute the other code. For example, if we use here, before that if we write here forward 60 degree, turn 90 degree, okay, then here we have a comment line and forward 100 steps move. Let's run this command. Click on a run button from a run menu, or either you can choose a speed slower as compared to full speed, so you can follow this instruction step by step. Click on slower and run this execute or command. First it move 60 steps, then it move turn right with the 90 degree, and then it skip this line and directly move to this line and move the 100 steps forward. So in this way you can use a command if you want to write something about the next instruction. So in today we are going to learn about comparing operator. In previous class you have learned about the arithmetic operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. But in this chapter we will learn about comparing operators. The numbers and variables can be compared to each other with the help of comparing operators. For example, when we have to perform any logical operation, we need to compare the two values to find a condition, like to vote, age must be greater than 80 years. So similarly we will define those conditions in our Kturtle also. So let's learn about some operators which we can use for comparing. The first one is equals. It results true if A equal to B. For example, we have a two number A and B. Can be a number or a variable that contains a number. First is equals, like A equals to B. It results in a true if A equal to B. We are using these operators when we have to work with the loop or work with the controlling statement. to use some conditions. So in next part we will learn about, in a few minutes later we will discuss about the controlling statements and loops. Okay, so next is not equal to, ampersand sign and equal to is the symbol of not equal. It results in true if A does not equal to B. A is greater than B. It results in a true if A is greater than B. A less than B or smaller than. It results if A is less than B. A greater than or equal to. It results in a true if A is greater than or equal to B. A less than or equal to B. It results in a true if A is smaller than or equal to B. Let's take some example of using some comparing operator. Let's suppose A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 7. So if we put these value in a first, then A is equal to B, 5 is equal to 7, so it's not equal. So we will get the result false. A not equal to B, yes, 5 is not equal to 7, so we get the result true. A is greater than B, 5 is greater than 7, no, so we get the result false. A less than B, 5 is less than 7, so we get the result true. A is greater than or equal to 7, B, 5 is greater than or equal to 7, no, so we get the result false. A is less than or equal to B, yes, A is smaller than, so we get the result true. So these all called the true and false is called Boolean values. The Boolean values are named after the George Boolean. It has only two values, the true and false, and these are called truth values. Because the system checks the relationship of a statement to be true, which can be either yes or no, true or false. Thus the result comparing the operator can be a Boolean values. Next is controlling execution. As you know that the program is executed line by line, but with the help of some statement we can control the execution of program. The computer checks the Boolean value and decide whether the code should be executed or not. So first we will discuss about if statement. If statements are used for controlling the execution of certain command. If the statement is true, then the command is executed. If the statement is false, the command is not executed. The general format of if is if, Boolean, bracket and your condition. The code written between the curly bracket is executed if the Boolean value is true. Suppose a school is organizing a computer science talent competition for a student of age less than or equal to 12 years. So let's create a program in Kturtle. Okay students, now type the code in a editor pane, reset to delete the previous content from your canvas window. Ampersand A is equal to ask. This command is used when we have to input some value from the user. Okay. To learn more about ask and message command, you can check our video of class 3rd, okay, on YouTube channel. So here ampersand A is equal to ask, please enter your age. So when the user will enter their age, that value is assigned to variable A. Then if A less than or equal to 12, then the message, welcome, you are eligible to enter the competition. So the value entered by the user is assigned to A and that value is compared with 12. If A is less than 12, then the system will execute this message command, otherwise it directly move to here. So just run this command. First reset, it asks a question. So here we have a message window, input, enter your age. So when we enter our age, for example 11 year, click on OK button. It assign that value to A and compare with 12. Then if the condition is true, then the code written between these two brackets will execute. So here we have result. So the message, welcome, you are eligible to enter the competition. So we run this code again, click on a run button. This time we will enter the age greater than 12 and see what happens. So here we are going to enter the age, for example 14. Click on OK button. It assigns that value to A and compare with 12. Condition is false, so it moved directly to here. Nothing is on screen. So in this way, if statement is working, if the condition is true, then this code will be executed. Otherwise, it skip this code and move directly to the next part of your program. So in this way, we can use the controlling statement. So the second line is an input dialog box, which get the value from the user and compare with this value and shows the message. So the explanation is given in your book. Next is if else statement. In the code above, you enter the age, for example 14, then there is a no message will appear. If you want a message to appear if you enter a age above 12, then you can combine the if statement with else statement. The else statement is used when you want an output even when the Boolean value is false. In this case, when we enter the value of A is greater than 12, then this expression is false and it moved directly to here. But if you want a value on a false value also, then you can use the else statement. So here we have write the code for else message, welcome, you are not eligible to enter the competition. So let's run this program. Click on a run button. But it asks the value from the user. The input box is here. So just enter a value. Suppose 10 year. Click on OK button. And then the value is assigned to A and compare with 12. If the condition is true, so 10 is less than 12, so condition is true, so we will get this message, welcome, you are eligible to enter the competition. Enter, welcome, you are eligible to enter the competition. So let's run this program again with the value. Greater than 12, let's suppose 15 year. So here we enter the value 15. So you can also check here in the inspector pane, A is equal to 15 is a number. So now it's compare the value, it's a false. So it directly moved to else part and we will get the code that is written inside the else part, welcome, you are not eligible to enter the competition. So here we have the same message that is a part of else. So in this way you can use if else statement. If the condition is true, then the code written next to the if is executed, else the code written to next else part is executed. So in this way you can use a conditional operator or controlling statement in your program. Now we will discuss about the looping statement. Loop is a set of statement or a block of code that continue to execute till the condition is true. The moment the condition becomes false, the loop stop executing. There are 3 looping statements in a Kturtle. One is repeat, second is while, third is for. The repeat loop, we have already covered this repeat command in class 4th. Okay, you can check the video in a description link. So let's revise again. So in a repeat, we can repeat a specific set of a command again and again. Okay, for example, here we have a repeat command. So how many times we want to repeat this command? So we have to write that number here. So here we want to repeat this command 4 times. Then the code which you want to repeat again and again. For example, forward 100 steps, turn right 90 degree. So we want to execute this command 4 times. So just run this command, click on run button, move here. First time it check the value, forward 100 steps, turn right 90 degree. Then it repeat again, forward 100 steps, turn right, repeat again, forward 100 steps, turn right, forward 100 steps and turn right. So in this way it execute the same condition, forward 100 steps and turn right 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4. So similarly you can use the repeat command to draw any type of a pattern on your computer screen. We can also use this pattern to draw a different types of polygons, okay, that we have already discussed in other video. So you can check the link in the description. Next is while loop. In a while loop, the set of command or statement that follow is repeated till the Boolean value is true. When it becomes the false, the execution of program stop. The general format of while loop is while Boolean brackets. For example, so here we have a code, a is equal to 1 while a less than 5. So first check the value of a is less than 5. Then forward 20 steps, pan up, forward 20 steps, pan down. And then a value is increment with 1, so it move back to here again. Now the value of a is 2 and check again with this condition. To run this program and check how it's working, click on run button. First it reset the previous canvas window, then assign a value of a is equal to 1. Then it check the value 1 is less than 5, is that true? So it move the 20 steps, pan up and move 20 steps and pan down. Then it change the value of a to a plus 1, it means a is equal to 2. Then it again check the value of a with 5 and draw a syntax. So in this way it will repeat 5 times. When the value of a is greater than 5, it stops there. So its a value is 3. Now the a value is equal to 4 after the value of increment. So it check the condition again. The condition is true. So it execute the same statement again. Then a value is increment by the 1. Now the value of a is 5. It check the condition again. 5 is less than 5? No. 5 is equal to 5. It's not less than 5. So condition is false. It exits from this code. Okay students, now next is a practice time. You can type the code in your window, okay, and get a design on your screen. So on our screen we have a next code same as that given in your practice time. So let's execute this code with the full speed so you can get the final result. So in this way the turtle start moving from this point and moves, okay, until 350 steps, okay. So it's repeat the same pattern again and again to draw this. So in this way you can use a while loop when you have to execute some pattern, and you can use a loop within another loop. Okay, so here is an example of using a repeat loop within a while loop. Next is for loop. For loop is also called a continuous loop. Become it keeps the count for you. The for loop tells the computer to keep in mind the range of value between the two numbers. The program starts with the variable being assigned the first number. Every time the loop is repeated, the number is increased by 1 until the second number is reached. The loop repeated till the Boolean value is true. If it is false, the program control is transferred to the statement outside the loop. So now let's learn the general format of for loop. The for variable is equal to number to number. So now just write the code for loop. So here we have an example of for loop for a equal to 1 to 10. So the starting value of a is 1. It execute until the 1 a value is reached to 10. So print a value, then forward 15 steps, then print the next number. So just run this program in a slow, so you can check the program. So the first a value is equal to 1 and it print a value 1, then it moved to increment by 1 and it print the value of a 2. So it reprint the value again and again. 4. So now the a value is 5. So here we have a is equal to 5. Then it increment by 1. It check the condition again with this. A is less than 10. Yes. So it print the value 6. It again check for next value number 7. Then it again check for the next number a. It check for the next number 9. Print 9. It increment the value of 1 is equal to 10. So is it equal to 10? Yes. So it prints the value of 10 and then the value of a is 11. So condition is false or boolean is false. So then it executes from this side. So in this way we have a numbers from 1 to 10. So you can repeat a command for a specific number with the help of for loop. Next is, if you want to increase the number, then you can use the step command along with the for loop. Step 2. So it increment the value by 2. So just run this code again. This time we will make it slow. So first the value of a is equal to 1. It print the value of a, then increment by the 2. So the next value of a is 3. It check again the value of a. 3 is less than 10. True. It print the value of 3. 5. 7. 8, 9 and stop. Similarly, you can assign the initial value to any other value like 2. Run this code again. So this time I will execute this code with the full speed. So we will get the final result 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's the first value is 2, then increment by 2 is equal to 4, then 6, 8 and 10. So in this way you can assign any number from the starting value. You can assign any number for the last digit. You can assign any step number. It means increment value for the for loop. Next is break command. The break command stops the current loop and transfer the control to the statement following the loop. So this break command is used when we have to exit from one code to next code. Second is exit command finish the execution of the program. So when we type the final code, so we want to exit, so we will use the exit command. Next is learn command. The learn command is very interesting command. It helps you to create your own set of command with the name to it. You want to use a command, just type the name. You have to give it to the set of commands. So you don't need to type all the command in the set of each time as you want to use the same command. So let's learn the learn command in Kturtle. Okay student, here we have a learn command. Learn, circle, ampersand x, repeat 36 times, f forward, x turn left 10. So if we want to use this circle command with a different variable of x, then we have no need to type this command again and this code again and again. Just type circle, for example 1. Okay, click on run button. So here we have a circle with 1. So it repeats the command 36 times to show you the final output. Similarly, you can click on pause or abort to stop this command. Okay student, here we have typed the circle 1, circle 5 and circle 10. So let's run this command. Click on run button. So here is the final output of our circle. Like the canvas with the 1 size, canvas with the 5 size and canvas with the 10 size. So here we have a circle with 1, 5 and 10 size. So only type this command one time and then you can execute its numbers of times. No need to type the same code again and again. Just enter the value, for example 20. So we will click it again. So 1. So in this way you can increase the size of your circle. Next is one more example of this learn command to calculate the or to print the sum of n natural number. Students, so here we have a formula for to calculate the sum of n natural numbers. So sum x, then we have here starter bracket, a is equal to 0 for a, n is equal to starting from 1 to x. X is the value get from user. Then a is equal to a plus n. So 0 plus 1 is equal to 1. So it repeat until we get the value of sum. So in this way you can then to call that function, font size 40, print sum is equal to sum 5. So 5 is assigned to x and we will get the sum of 5 natural number. So click on run command. So the sum of 5 natural number is 15. The natural number like 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to 15. If you change this value, for example 10, so the sum of first 10 natural number is 55. So you can use the learn command to call a function again and again. So in this chapter we have learned about loop. We have learned loop is a sequence of instruction to be executed repeatedly a specific number of times or till the Boolean value is true. Second is step, the value by which the computer increase the value of a variable. Boolean values, the logical value true and false is called Boolean values. Okay students, this is all about your chapter number 5. So now you have to do all the exercise part, your fill-ups, MCQ, true and false on your book, and descriptive type question answers and application based question answers on your notebook. Thank you. Have a nice day.